Hey, this is Bill for Sparky channel, and today I'd like to show you how the wiring was done back in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. And this is a three-way switch system here, and we have power coming in to the light box. And we don't do that too much anymore, but back in the day, we oftentimes had power coming to the light box. So the light boxes could get pretty busy. So we have this light controlled by these two switches. See, we've got it set up real nice here. And the thing about these type of setups in this era is, in these switch boxes, you're not going to see any neutrals. That'd be pretty rare to see a neutral in a switch box. And there weren't ground wires like we have today, the equipment grounding conductors. The equipment grounding conductor in this case is the EMT, and the metal boxes and the fittings. Those are all equipment grounding conductors. They're still legitimate today. They would color code white wires especially to some other color a lot. You know, they were all about saving wire, and they made it work, but I'm saying don't use these methods today in your wiring. Why I'm showing you this is if you work on an old house so that you understand what they were doing, and it should be easier to fix the problems once you understand what was going on. So this is how a three-way switch would have been wired in the 50s, 60s, early 70s. First of all, I'm going to check with my Fluke 1AC voltage detector. Go through all the wires and make sure everything's off. The circuit breaker's off, and I've double checked everything's off. So this is the power right here. This would be a light box. So this is your hot wire, and this is your neutral wire coming in. That's your power. There's no ground wire in here. Other grounding systems of the period would involve small wires going to the back of the metal boxes in the wall, hidden really, but they were sometimes there, especially in bathrooms, laundry rooms, and kitchens. Or you might not have had any ground at all, like in bedrooms. So this is the power right here. In those days, they were not shy about using the white wires for whatever kind of wire they felt like they needed. So you got to kind of get used to that to understand wiring of that era. So this is your neutral, and this is the last neutral you're going to see. You need a neutral for the light. You don't need a neutral for this three-way switch or this three-way switch. So they didn't have it. If they just had a cable going from the light box to the first switch box, they would use a white, so that's why I'm using a white. But I color coded it, and they would usually color code it. But after 70 years or so, this is gone. You can't see it anymore. The black wire is going to look gray, the white wire is going to look gray. You just have to test. You got to use your voltage detector with the electricity on, and you find out which one's hot and the other one's a neutral. So this is your hot wire coming in, your line wire. You can't just hook this up to the light, so the light would be on all the time. So that's got to go down here to the switches. So it would just be a wire connector, or like in the 40s, they would just twist these wires together and wrap black electrician's tape over them, believe it or not. Okay, so this comes down here, and once again it's marked. You see it coming in right down here. That's marked right here. Goes into another wire connector. Okay, then this is marked, and it goes over here to this three-way switch where it's marked here. So this hot wire goes from here to here, down to here, into here, through here and back into here, over here, and to the common terminal of the three-way switch. So we have 3 wires running from this switch box to this switch box. You can see the 3 very well right here. Okay, these 2 are your traveler wires, red and black. So in the same manner as today's three-way switch systems, you have your traveler wires here, 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 and here. The brass colored screws would probably be set up here like this, and the common wire down here. So they'd probably be different. This is a more modern setup for Decora type switches. So these are traveler wire terminals, these are traveler wire terminals, and so this is the common, and the common is right here. Okay, so that's a difference you're going to see, but it's still traveler, 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 and you can still go straight across with the red, straight across with the black, or you can go red to red, black to black. Either way works fine. So then when you hook up your light, it says black to black, white to white, and you would hook this little ground wire for the light to your crossbar. I mentioned that the white and black wires of 1950s wiring can be hard to tell apart all these years later. Here's an example from when I was recently working on a 1957 house. These 2 wires look pretty much the same. One of them is a white neutral wire, and one of them is a black hot wire. Let me just show you carefully. See, they each have some white on it. They each have some black on them. And what happens over all these years is the colors fade, and you really can't tell, which one's white and which one's black anymore. So you could guess, but that can be dangerous. So I'm going to show you how to find out which one's the hot wire and which one's the white neutral wire. The circuit breaker's off right now, which it should be when you're installing a new light. But I'm going to have to turn the circuit breaker on to make a test. So what I'm going to do for safety is I'm going to put wire connectors on both of the ends of the wires for safety. Okay, I've turned the circuit breaker back on, and this is my Fluke 1AC voltage sensor, and I'm going to put it on one of the wires here, and you see this one is not showing it as hot, and go over here, and this one is showing it as hot. Then, after turning the circuit breaker back off, I taped up the black wire with black electrician's tape and the white wire with white electrician's tape. This was both for identification and for safety. Let me know in the comments section what your experiences have been working with 50s and 60s electrical systems, especially the old three-way switching systems. Always remember safety first. Thanks. I hope this video has been helpful. I'll put links in my video description for the Fluke voltage sensor, the Fluke 117 electrician's meter, and for Wago lever nuts in the 2, 3, and 5 connector sizes. Thanks. I hope this video was helpful.